Well, I am P2H, and this is P2H's Dream Workshop. Today we will be working and looking at the classy Nomad, otherwise known as the Deuce. It's undergone some drastic changes recently, thanks to Oi Poncho and company last night. But we're going to go ahead and do what we normally do. We're going to start at the top. Check it out. We are at a 457. I think we started here initially, so this might look familiar. But we're emphasizing now. You might notice our toughness has dropped a little bit. Our firearms, our firepower might have dropped a little bit. But check out this skill power. We're up to 250,000. So not bad. The Deuce will be healing some people. Gear-wise, we're still running the Deuce, because that's the point of this build. And we're also running the Warlord, because that was the change we made on our first or second day of the week with this build. Caduceus right now is running Vicious and Self-Preserved. The idea is to stack your heals and get the Caduceus to heal you and Self-Preserve to heal you. You have a lot of crit damage in here because of the headshots pulsing. We'll get into that later. Warlord, when I'm by myself, when I need to be, if I failed my team, this is the backup. This is self-preserved and unforgiving, and play rough. Still does a great deal of damage. Does a pretty good job. Poncho wants me to replace the muzzle with a silencer. We'll see if I got something for that. I'm not sure if I even do, to be honest with you. I'm looking for crit chance, but I think I only have headshot damage and crit damage. We'll look into it later. But right now, let's look at the gear, right? That's really what's going to dictate how this build acts. For the chest piece, we're using what I was using before. We're emphasizing the Nomad's health on kill. You got the health roll, which is the major roll on the vests, and you got ammo and whatever stat is appropriate. We're looking at the mods, right? The stat mods, I'm using skill haste. This is Poncho's doing. Poncho taught me about healers. What's important here? What's important here is the, here I'll even use this guy. Boom. Look over here.
Another agent has joined your team.
Oh, jeez. It's the mods and stuff. This is what's important. Hold on a second. Hey, Soap, I'll be back, okay? Hold on a minute. I'll get you in a minute.
Alert. An agent is leaving the team.
Alright. Hold on, guys. We're not done yet. Mask of the Nomad. We're looking at skill power. Burn resist. That's a standard right now, as people like to have a lot of burn resist, especially in the dark zone. Deal with cleaners, deal with players using fire turrets. That's why Firecrest has been struggling lately. We're running skill power where we can. Before, I was running the crit chance for the Caduceus. But as it turns out, if you run enough skill power, you don't even have to worry about that, my guys. I will discuss more of that a little bit later. Now let's get into the prototype performance mods. We're using First Aid Ally Heal now, instead of the speed heals for the support stations, since no one stays in them. I'm not a reclaimer, it's not big enough, no one cares about my support station, so fine. Fine, I get it, we'll do First Aid Ally Heal. Okay. The knee pads, also skill power, because that's a place you can roll skill power. I'd normally run health, which gets a better roll here, but that's fine. Shock, burn, bleed, solid rolls here. Backpack, skill power as well. That's an even trade with health here. That's normally what you do. Burn resist is solid. We're stacking that burn resist. For the gloves, we made a change since the last time you saw this. Instead of crit damage, we are now running skill haste. As it turns out, you don't have to roll damage back into this build through your crit damage rolls, because I was it's a way of building things. I was thinking, oh, I need to bring damage back in. I have all this crit chance. I need to have crit damage somewhere. That's if you're a firepower centric build. We have all this electronics. Man, you're going to be, in a moment, we're going to look at the skills, and you're going to see where you actually don't need the crit damage as much, nor do we need the crit chance, because we have something better. We have assault rifle damage here, and crit chance as usual. And then over here we have skill haste. So now we're stacking skill haste, right? That's the goal here. That's essentially the difference right now, is that we're stacking skill haste and we put up our skill power higher. So now we're getting those heals out quicker. Now, instead of looking at gear mods and whatnot, let's actually look at the character sheet, right? Let's go take a look. Crit chance is about the same with both guns. It's sitting around 30%, 25%. So that's kind of middle of the roadish, right? It's not that great. You're not super thrilled with it. But let's look at what we got. Health on kills at 30, because that's the 5 plus the 25. That's good. Now let's talk about skill haste here. We got up to 31. This is still insufficient as far as Poncho is concerned. Sorry, Poncho, to disappoint you. The problem is that I can't roll the chest, right? My chest piece. I can't fix the health on kill roll to a skill haste roll. It's a shame. It's a shame. I wish I could fix it. Can't fix it. That would take me up to 40. I think I can get up to 9% on that, but that's still good. 31. It's still workable. We can still make that happen, okay? The reason why that 25 to 29% works for my crit chance, right? Let's go over to the inventory. Let's look at the Caduceus. So we got with the character sheet, we got crit chance of 30, right? Look at this pulse, this basic pulse. It's up to 28%. So that's just about capped. That is near cap, right? 29 and 28, we're like 3% off. It is because of this precision ability, right? It is quite narrowly avoiding being capped right now. So let's, we just gotta land headshots and we're set, right? We're good. We're solid for doing what we need to do. For the rest of the abilities, we have Combat Medic, which is a standard for healing. Strike Back, also, from what Poncho says, also a standard for healing, but I think of it as more a standard for Nomad. Then you have Triage, heal ally with a basic skill to reduce healing cooldowns by 15%. Also a healing basic. So, like, here's your trifecta for healing. And then you get precision so that you can get the Caduceus to do what it also needs to do. So, we're doing a lot of work over here. I think this is solid. I think this is exactly what we wanted. Crit chance on this guy is 12? I may have to fiddle with the Warlord a bit, because we did reduce the build's crit chance. So I think we're only getting the 3, 3, and 3. Ooh, I don't even have crit chance on this guy. So we'll mess around with this a little bit. So I got like 3% there, 3% here, and I don't have any crit chance here. So we'll fiddle with that. But we'll boost this guy up. Other than that, like, this is by far the best looking version of this build. I ran it a little bit in the PvP. I'll send a clip of that over to YouTube along with this little build video. And hopefully we'll have a good run today on YouTube. I will be over there for 3 o'clock. Hope to see you guys there. And best of luck, everybody involved. And thank you, Poncho, for being patient. I know I did struggle the other day with this build. You saw what it was last night. Now you know. But I do like this build, and I'm thankful that you actually helped me fix it. So shout out to Oi Poncho. There will be a new thumbnail specifically because of the work we've done. I appreciate everything we put into it. I'm grateful. And we had a lot of fun last night doing this too. We sat in the on Twitch TV and we did a nice job putting this together. So that was it. That was it. We're good. Nomad. The Deuce. It's gonna get a proper name though afterwards. This has been P2H's Dream Workshop. I've been P2H. You've been a schmuck. You gotta lie, cheat, and steal, because somebody has to win, and it should be you. P2H, out.